to show you my strats for all the endless crap. What's nice is that all your cooldowns get reset when you enter this. This first phase is really easy. It really is. I guess I've done it a billion times. I hex that guy and focus him, put a flame shock on the next one, interrupt his cast, and start drilling him. As soon as I get done, I put a flame shock on my focus over there, so he's got it rolling on him. The reason why spreading flame shocks is really important here. You want to get those out as fast as you can. The more flame shocks you have, the more ticks are going out. Not only does flame shock deal a good bit of damage over time, is it also gives you those lava surge, proc streams to lava burst, which are very valuable. At this level, I do interrupt those dealios, the amber bombs, a lot, purely because it just sucks having to dodge them constantly, and it just slows down DPS, honestly, and obviously just a ton of time left over here, so you don't need the extra DPS from having to like get it buffed. Of course, the ambers increase DPS, damage done to the target by 50%. Now this one's a little bit tricky. A spell order here, come out with a flame shock. I already have my lava searing totem down. Flame shock, unleash elements to help give a little bit more burst damage. Drop a stun totem, and as you can notice right here, I get a lava surge proc. I would recommend making a macro to cancel that proc. Reason being is that if you shoot it off instantly, he's going to start to heal him. He's going to take a lot of damage out, and he's going to start to heal himself a little bit quicker than normal. And of course, you don't want him to heal too quickly. You want to be able to make sure that he doesn't start healing until after your stun totem is there and about to hit. So he started healing there, and now the stun totem stunned him. So there's a kind of recap right there, exactly what I do. So here's what I do: searing totem, flame shock, unleash elements, stun totem, hard cast lava burst into an elemental blast, shoot your totem up there, and then earth shock. You may have to shoot another lightning bolt or two to finish them off. And then flame shock, lava burst, yada yada yada, flame shock. Get your flame shocks out. Your flame shock has the highest priority out of anything else. Flame shocks are very important. They change playstyle quite a bit here. Make sure you guys remember them out. Of course, for my talents, I'm running obviously Elemental Blast. Really, the only one that I think make a difference for talent-wise would be the Earthgrab Totem. It's pretty handy for the banana tossers. I don't know where that came from. Another really handy glyph to have would be Chain Lightning for this next one, and also Fire Elemental Totem. Dropping a Fire Elemental Totem, the cooldown will be up by the next time you need it. Now, right here, you want to make sure these guys stay CC'd for the longest amount of time possible. What I do is I start off by dropping a Fire Elemental Totem, and then the Earth Bind Totem that has the root, Earthgrab rather. Hardcast Earthquake, which is halfway through the Earthquake cast, is when they spawn. As soon as you finish casting Earthquake, drop a stun totem. That lines everything up perfectly. As soon as they start to move, they get stunned in place. So lines it up well. Do Chain Lightning into Earth Shocks to get down these guys as quickly as possible. I didn't actually kill that first one like I normally do, but not a big deal because he's almost dead. Spirit Walker's Grace to keep that Chain Lightning going helps a lot. You want to make sure you keep a heavy AoE in the beginning of this. Reason being is once you get a lot of it down, just the nature of Chain Lightning kind of sucks. This is the awkward part. You just have to like tedious single target these guys down. It can take quite a while because you're no elemental shaman. So, but with your Chain Lightning, you should be able to get to that point pretty early, so that you have plenty of time to do this. This next phase is where you have the 4 guards around the Amber Shaper. I drop a stun totem right in between where they're going to spawn so that it stuns both of them, and I can drop a Lava Burst, Elemental Blast, and a 7-stack Fulmination into one of the guards. Start spreading Flame Shocks after that as soon as you can. Amber will come up on this dude, kill him as fast as you can, but more importantly, get your Flame Smokes going. you want to make sure that you kill the guy behind you before you get too heavy into the next one. It's a whole lot harder to catch up on these guys and just to go ahead and kill them a little more proactively. I leave that guy alive because he has so little health. I could easily throw a lava burst or whatever into him. It wasn't worth the lightning bolt cast time. I'd rather pump that into somebody else. I was really lucky here. I had a lot of flame shocks going off, or lava surges rather, but that's mainly because I had a lot of flame shocks on them. So this one's really easy. Earthbind Totem to grip that banana. I hex him, focus the Shah, and then open up on the banana tosser. I go ahead and flame shock that guy. There's the Shah. It times up the flame shocks pretty nicely later on. You'll see in a second. Killing this Mystic isn't really a huge deal. I put a little bit of off DPS into the Shah, just because it's, doesn't do a lot of damage, of course. It's taking half damage. As soon as the Mystic dies, you pop out your Fire Elemental Toad, which should be right off cooldown. And then Chain Lightning the Banshee into the Shah. This will give you full Earth Shot. You want to make sure that you start this with full Lava Burst is off cooldown, Elemental Blast is off cooldown, and Fulmination's already up. Watch the timer. Refresh Flame Shock right before the shield comes down. It's not worth the cast right after it goes up. It's better to be hitting Lava Burst or whatever. I cut this one really close. I try not to use Ascendance here because it won't be off cooldown for the next time you need it, which is the very last fight. This one's really easy, of course, for Elemental. Hex one dude. Makes only one healer be up at a time. Don't use your stun totem here to interrupt them. It won't be off cooldown for the next time you need it. You can use Chain Lightning on the varmints to get your lightning shield stacks up for an easy fulmination. Fulmination being the extra damage after Earth Shock. In case you don't know. It's buried in tooltip somewhere. I hope you don't know that. Cakewalk. Now you've got two Berserkers here. This next phase, Wave 7. Oh my goodness, Wave 7 is very tedious. Wave 7 is all about dancing and getting it choreographed perfectly. Let me show y'all. Here's what we do. We start out, and I pick up my Berserker here obviously right when it pulls, but I started dropping an Earthgrab rather, to root the Banana Tosser right next to your Stun Totem. The Stun Totem should be able to hit all three of these, if not the two of those. I think in my attempt here it only hit the two of these, but that's fine. It'll hit the Banana Tosser card and the two Guardians, so yeah, three targets. You're going to Flame Shock, Banana Tosser, Lava Burst, Elemental Blast, kill him. And then you're going to Flame Shock this Guardian, the one closest to me. And you're going to stand right on top of him. Shoot a couple lightning bolts into him, Flame Shock this Guardian. And while you're standing on top of this guy, what's going to happen is the two Amber Shapers over here are going to shoot orbs, and they're both going to come to this Guardian. Get a Flame Shock on the middle Guardian, move out of the way just in time for those orbs to go in there. And then that guy will drop like a fly. These Amber Shapes do stack, and the damage buff that you do to him, they each do additional, I think 50%, and they do stack, I believe. Definitely hit a Lava Burst for like 338k on that dude, which is really big for a scaled out item. The rest of this is pretty simple. Make sure you're smart and keep Flame Shocks going as much as possible. Like I said, Flame Shock is the biggest deal here. You get much of those running as possible, and you're going to be best off. Wave 8, your Fire Elemental Totem is going to be coming right off cooldown here, and I'd recommend using it here. There's a lot of target switching here. You want to get, like I said, Flame Shocks going as much as possible. Blow this guy up, interrupt the heal, drop your Fire Elemental Totem whenever you want. Right here is the best time because it'll cover a lot of these Banshees, or it'll allow you to keep DPS in that Slayer while you're attacking the Banshees. Elemental Blast. I refreshed the Flame Shock on this dude right here, but killed him immediately after, so wasn't really helpful, but whatever. I killed him. It's all good. These two banshees spawn exactly 5 seconds apart, so if the very first thing you cast a flame shock, it'll be up for the next one that comes up. Refresh the one on the Slayer on the left there. Again, keep tabs on all your flame shocks, make sure they stay rolling. Finish them off. Wave 9 here is a little bit tricky. There's one thing that keeps it a little bit more simple. I know I did this horribly. My execution here was pretty horrible, but the idea remains the same. Hex the banana tosser in the middle, start spreading flame shocks and open up lava burst on him. I would have opened up lava burst on him right after I flame shocked him. Drag the orb. Now you want to make sure you drag the orb around that banana tosser right there, because if you just stand right here on this guy, straight banana tosser won't do anything. It'd be very difficult to DPS everything down in time in that case. But you're gonna, yeah, you're gonna take that orb. I meant to. At this point, it probably would have been better to DPS the Amber Shaper over there rather than the Slayer. So I'm going to take back a little bit of what I did here. Go ahead and run that anima, or not the anima, the Amber into this dude right here. That is good. You can DPS him down. Use any lava surge procs you have into him. I didn't really get any, but I want to make sure that this thing ended up him. DPS the Amber Shaper after this. Don't DPS the Slayer. So you can hit the Banshee right now, but then drive that Amber into that other dude over there. Now you just have like Ambers running away from it. It's kind of tedious. Go ahead and at this point also be good to go ahead and throw a flame shock on that banana dude. And I cut this one really close. Like I said, you like get that flame shock on that banana dude a little bit earlier, and a little bit smarter use of the Ambers. That would have been good. This one obviously is pretty straightforward. DPS rate, just being smart with what you do. You want to make sure all your abilities and everything is ready and off cooldown by the time that shield comes down. You can look on his buff bar. I don't know as to what the time is on it, but I believe it's 20 seconds you have to kill it. I'd recommend refreshing Flame Shock before it comes down, just because you've got so many other things you can cast, such as nothing but Lava Burst. Lava Burst, Elemental Blast, drop a Stormlash Totem, and then head into a sentence. Start drilling down. Oh yeah, Fire Elemental Totem. So, now, if you need to, you can use that Berserker there. I'll let you decide where you want to use that other Berserker. I know where I want to use it. I've got a couple changes in my strat that I want to make, but mainly that last one is the biggest deal. This is just, after that, it just repeats over. I wipe out like phase 5 or 6 or something like that, I can't remember. So, I'm going to go and cut it off because there's nothing good after this. Please leave comments or anything if you want. Sorry for being monotonous. Probably the terrible music in the background. Thanks for watching though. I'm not a subscriber of yours, so do whatever you want to do. Drink off and record, I don't care. See ya.